Hey, I'm Dan, the training guy over here at Loxo, with a quick overview of the process of customizing your careers page in Loxo. It's actually quite easy, so let's take a look. So, to access the careers page for your account, if you haven't done that before, on the left side on your navigation bar, click on your initials and choose Job Listing. When you do, you will see the job listing or careers page that we have designed for your account. It's pretty minimal and elegant and beautiful, but we give you a lot of flexibility to customize this page, which is what I'm going to show you how to do in a second. But notice on the left here that you can easily push this careers page out to a number of different destinations that will get the applications flowing in. And you can see it's a very intuitive. At the top, there'll be a title. We're calling it job openings, but you might have some different lingo, some different nomenclature. So I'll show you how you can, customize what you call this page. You can easily search this list of jobs using the search bar up here at the top. You can sort when you're on this page by type of job and also by location. Right? And so it's fairly functional, but a good number of our users are like, Dan, I'd like to, play around with this. First of all, this doesn't match like my branding color scheme, this kind of thing. Or, sometimes they don't like rounded corners. They want more, sharp corners, or they've got some little things they want to tweak about the way things look and feel on this page. And we give you a lot of latitude now in that regard. So to customize this careers page, you're going to click on your initials on the left and go to settings, and then scroll down to preferences and click there, and then scroll down to the bottom of this page and look for job preferences. And here at the bottom is where, as you can see, the careers page can be customized by clicking on this button here, which will open up the careers page, and on the right side are all of the options that we give you in terms of kind of tweaking this so it looks exactly the way you want. So let's start at the top. The page title. Job openings, as you can see, is displayed here, but if I want to call it something else, I could simply type in whatever page title I want displayed over here on the left. You can choose to have it toggled on or off whether or not your agency logo will be displayed on this page. You can remove the little Loxo branding at the bottom that says powered by Loxo if you want. You can choose whether or not to have the published date for the jobs displayed. Sometimes people don't want that displayed, and they can turn that off or have it on, and it will display, sort of how recent this job posting is, so to speak. You can also choose whether or not to have the job tags displayed related to the jobs. And then below that, you can also choose how the jobs will be displayed, i.e. how will they be sorted by either the date the job was published or alphabetical. Pretty basic. And then very key choice, whether or not to have rounded corners. Now you can see we've chosen to have a very sort of shallow rounded corner here, but you can choose to choose none at all, i.e. just have it sort of squared off. So now we have the sharp corners. Some people prefer that. And then you can also choose to make it a small round, so it's barely noticeable. And you can also choose a more substantial medium rounding. Never thought I'd be talking about medium rounding. And then also the large rounding, so it's more pronounced. I actually prefer that, I think. Okay, so choose the rounded corners setting, and then you can also choose the font family. So, in terms of what the font is that you want, we've chosen Roboto, but you can choose any number of these in this list here. If you want to tweak the font on this page, go for it. And then below that, some other stuff. The page background color. Now, right now, you can see it's this kind of gray color, but I could choose a more turquoise kind of color. If that better matches your branding, go for it. Maybe some people, might want one of these other colors like orange or red or that kind of thing. Right? So we also give you some flexibility about the card background. Now, this is the card here, so it's kind of a whitish eggshell color right now, but we could choose to have this be something a little bit more garish, like green. That's a pretty horrid color combination, but let's run with it, right? So this is what I like. I like this kind of clashing color combination. And you could also choose whether or not the text color is going to be black or some other color. right? And also the text links, which are blue, you can make that a different color as well. So a lot of flexibility, as you can see, so that you get this thing looking pretty much exactly the way you guys want. Maybe something a little bit less clashing like that. Okay, now below that, you can also have custom questions that will be basically attached to the application page. If someone clicks on one of these jobs and reads all about it, you can have customized questions that they will fill out as part of that attaching their resume and putting in their name, address, phone number kind of process, right? So to access custom questions, the first key concept here is that you will create those customized questions as a form on your settings page. You guys probably already know that you can create forms that you guys use all the time, like a candidate information form or a non-disclosure agreement form, this kind of thing. Well, if you've created a series of customized questions that you want people to fill out as part of the application process, if they're interested in any of these jobs, then you'll choose those custom questions from this dropdown. These are all of the sort of forms, as you can see, that I have created ahead of time for my account on the settings page, right? So let's say that the empathy profiling questions are the questions that I'm talking about, right? Or here's one I created previously, the job application page questions. I choose that, and those questions then will be on the application page that will open up whenever they click on any of these jobs to actually put in an application. Below that, you can also point to a customized thank you page that you might design. So you might have some kind of a page, a landing page, where after they apply, they will automatically be taken to this page where you have some kind of a thank you message and something that says something like, you'll be hearing back from us soon, that kind of a page, right? So put in the URL for that thank you page that you would like to point them to or have them taken to at the end of this process. And then finally, down here at the bottom, two other things. You can paste in HTML code to add your custom header up at the top of this careers page if you wish. And down below at the bottom, you can also paste in the HTML code. So at the bottom of this page, you can have a customized footer that would be displayed, maybe that matches the footer that's at the bottom of your website for your company. So as you can see, customizing this page is going to be very intuitive and very quick using these tools that are built into this bar over here on the right side of the screen. Now, when you're done customizing your website, or your careers page rather, to your liking, and you're like, this looks great, I'm happy with it, hit save. And you're on your way. Now, if you make a bunch of changes like this and you're like, you know what, I just want to start over, you can always discard changes and go back to square one and begin the process all over. So fairly intuitive, but that said, whenever you're logged in on Loxo, chat with us over here on the left using the question mark button if you need some help. As you're tweaking your careers page, we're happy to chat with you about that and give you some best practice advice or help you if you're having any kind of issues along the way. All right, thanks a lot for taking a few minutes out to watch this quick overview of customizing your careers page.